Some stories in the Bible feel like they were written to comfort us. Others, they feel like they were written to wake us up. Today, we're stepping into one of the most difficult stories in Scripture, one that starts quietly, almost like a family drama, but ends up shaking an entire nation. This is the story of the Levites' concubine, found in the book of Judges. There was a Levite, a man from a priestly tribe living in the hill country, and he had a concubine from Bethlehem. Their relationship wasn't perfect. Something happened between them. Scripture doesn't spell out the details, but she left and went back to her father's house. For 4 months, the Levite lived with that silence. 4 months of wondering what went wrong, or maybe what he should have done differently. Eventually, he decides, I need to go to her. I need to bring her home. So he travels to Bethlehem. When he arrives, her father welcomes him with open arms. For a moment, the story feels hopeful, like reconciliation is possible. The father insists he stay. 1 day turns into 2, then 3, then 5. There's eating, drinking, talking late into the night. You can almost feel the father trying to keep the peace, holding on to this fragile moment of healing. But eventually, the Levite says, we have to go. It's late in the day, too late. Really, but he's determined. He gathers his servant, his donkeys, and the woman, and they set out. As the sun drops, they approach a city called Gib. In ancient Israel, welcoming travelers wasn't just kindness. It was a sacred duty. But no one invites them in. They're left sitting in the town square, waiting. Finally, an older Manal Soa Trabula, not even a local, sees them and says, you can stay with me. Don't spend the night out here. It feels like a small rescue, a moment of human decency. But the night is far from over. What happens next is one of the darkest moments in the Bible. A group of men from the city surround the house with violent intentions. The host pleads with them to stop, and in the chaos and fear, the concubine is forced outside. By morning, she collapses at the door, reaching for safety that came too late. When the Levite opens the door, he finds her there. He speaks to her, maybe expecting her to rise, maybe hoping she will, but she doesn't. It's a moment heavy with shock, grief, and choices that can't be undone. The Levite carries her home, and then he does something drastic, something meant to shake the entire nation awake. He sends word to all the tribes of Israel, demanding they see what happened in Gib. And they do. For the first time in a long time, the tribes unite not for celebration, but for justice. The event sparks a civil conflict that changes the course of Israel's history. It's a story without easy answers, one that forces us to confront what happens when a community forgets who they were supposed to be. But it also reminds us that our choices matter, that the way we treat strangers, friends, and even those we struggle with, shapes the world around us. It's a hard story, but sometimes the hardest stories teach us the most. If you'd like to hear more Bible stories told with heart and clarity, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening.